So I've noticed that at least online, white women always seem to be the ones out of every race of women. They're always the ones who say that they don't need men, that men are defective or just not needed. They're always the ones at the top, the white women in America, just or in the UK or anywhere in the West where they have everything. Thanks to men, they always seem to end up hating men for it. So I can't exactly blame them because the selection of men that they have available to them to settle down with isn't great. Although, arguably, when they're younger, the selection of men they have to have sex with is good for them. Uh, yeah. I don't know. I've noticed that Asian women don't think this way. At least not about white men. Maybe about their own race. I've heard that Asian women don't like Asian men, which to me seems unfair to Asian men, but I don't know. I guess that's the reality. Asian men usually go for Hispanics apparently. I don't know. And I've heard of some Asian men who try to date white women. I wouldn't suggest it, but works sometimes, I suppose. Me, I got to a point where I really I would date a white woman, and I've only ever dated or had sex with white women in the past. Just because that's my area, for the most part. Uh, one of the cities that I live in uh, is mostly white. Like by mostly, I mean almost everybody's white. Uh, but the other city that I live in, there's a lot of black people. There's a lot of Asians, and then there's also a ton of white people. So and Hispanics. So yeah, I've never dated an Hispanic or a black woman or an Asian woman. But yeah, I don't. I can say for myself because of gang violence that I wouldn't date a black or Hispanic woman just because they're too likely to be involved with gangs. Uh, yeah, but an Asian woman, yeah, I would date an Asian. And I've mentioned this before. I might even be part Asian myself. Uh, but not the same kind as the Eastern Asians. Probably, at least. I might have a little bit of that in me, but probably not. It's hard to say. But I've noticed that white women, it's always white women who judge so harshly. they're not the hardest to get, in my opinion. Actually, they probably are. But yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah. They're probably the cruelest. White women. They're the cruelest women. Anyway, my suggestion is if you're white like me, or mostly white or whatever, my suggestion is to date uh, an Asian. I actually knew one guy who dated an Asian. He wasn't a good looking guy. He married an Asian. I think they got a divorce, but they had a kid. So he has a kid. Me, I have like 6 kids. I don't raise any of them, and I don't know who they are. But just because I don't know, the women didn't want me to raise them. Just kidding. I don't have 6 kids. I don't have any kids. Uh, anyway, uh, yeah, white women, cruel and terrible towards their men. All right, see ya.